Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last lecture, we started the chapter quadratic equations. Okay, up to now in the chapter, we discussed about the standard form of a quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Also I told about the roots of a quadratic equation, roots or solutions of a quadratic equation. Okay, the values of variable which satisfies the equation are roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, now students, then I told you about the methods of solving a quadratic equations, that means methods for finding the roots. Okay, and the methods were factorization, completing the square method, and the quadratic formula. Okay, now students, I was solving the questions based on factorization method. Okay, today we will be solving more questions on the factorization method. Okay, now before that, let's take a general question based on the roots of a quadratic equation. Okay, then I'll be taking the questions on factorization method. Okay, let's take the first question. This is a general question that can be asked on the basis of the roots or solution of the quadratic equation. See, the question can come in this way. This is going to be the first question of today's class. Okay, if x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3, if x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 are the roots, roots means solutions. Okay, are the roots of the equation, okay, now we are given the quadratic equation. The equation is 3x square minus 2mx plus 2n is equal to 0. 3x square minus 2mx plus 2n is equal to 0. Okay, this is the quadratic equation. Then find the values of m and n. Okay, then find the, wait a second, then find the values of m and n. Okay, how we can find the values of m and n? Now students, just let me know, if x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 are the roots of this given equation. Okay, what does it imply? Okay, इससे क्या समझ में आता है आपको? Okay, students, क्योंकि x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3 इस equation के roots हैं या solutions हैं, तो guaranteed they will satisfy the equation. That means by substituting x is equal to 2 in the place of x in the given quadratic equation, the equation must satisfy. Okay, so I can write in this way, since x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 are roots of the equation, then they must satisfy the equation. Of equation 3x square minus 2mx plus 2n is equal to 0. Therefore they will satisfy the equation. Clear students? क्योंकि रूट्स हैं तो इसका मतलब इक्वेशंस को सेटिस्फाई करेंगे. ओके, सो नाउ वी कैन राइट इन दिस वे 3 at the place of x I am using 2, okay, because it will satisfy the equation, minus 2 into m at the place of x again I am using 2 plus 2n is equal to 0. Okay students, now solving this I will be getting a relation between m and n, a linear relation. Okay, see, 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12. Can I write directly? 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12. Okay, so it's nothing but 12 minus 2 2s are 4. So 4m plus 2n is equal to 0. Okay, so from here I can write the result as minus 4m plus 2n plus 12 is equal to 0 and say it's equation number 1. Okay, also since x is equal to 3 is also a solution of the given equation, so it will also satisfy the equation. Okay, so yes, we can write in this way, 3 square, because x is equal to 3 will also satisfy, minus 2m 3 plus 2n is equal to 0. Okay, now students, solving this, 3 square into 3, it's 27. Okay, it's nothing but 3 cube. Now 2 3s are 6, so it's 6m plus 2n is equal to 0. Now minus 6m plus 2n plus 27 is equal to 0. Now students, you can see this equation number 1 and this equation number 2 are nothing but the two linear equations in which two variables m and n are there, and we can easily solve the two equations and we can get the values of m and n. Okay, now we know the methods of solving this equation. Okay, as I told you that we will be using this concept of solving linear equations in the coming chapters, so you can see we are using in every chapter. Okay, see, we used in height and distance, okay, solving the two linear equations. Okay, I used in trigonometry. Okay, now we are using here in quadratic equation, also I used in polynomials. So students, whatever you are learning now, it will be useful for you for upcoming mathematics. Okay, now it's your work to solve the two equations and get the values of m and n. Okay, now let's come to our topic, that is questions based on the factorization method. Okay, how to solve a quadratic equation by factorization. Okay, I took some examples of middle term splitting, okay, in which we solved the quadratic equation by middle term splitting. Okay, now let's take more examples. Suppose the question comes in this way, solve by factorization. Solve by factorization. We have to solve the given quadratic equation by factorization method. Okay, see, the first question, suppose the question is ab x square, okay, plus it's b square minus ac in the bracket and multiplied with x minus bc is equal to 0. Suppose this is the given quadratic equation. Make sure the equation is quadratic, because you may check, okay, there is a term of x square, then there is a term of x, then constant terms are there. Okay, students, don't get confused with this a, b and c. Okay, these are any real numbers constant. Okay, so obviously, because here in the question only used literals, okay, in the place of numbers, so the answer will also be in the ABC form. Okay, so let's just simplify this. Okay, see students, what we have to do, we have to just solve this quadratic equation. Okay, so for that, what I can do, see, if I multiply x inside the bracket, it will be b square x minus ac x minus bc is equal to 0. No problem, students. Now if I take common out of these two terms, what is common? You may check the common is bx is common, okay, because it's bx square and in the second term it's b square x. Okay, so you can easily take common bx out of the first two terms. Okay, so what we will have inside the bracket? Inside the bracket we will have ax plus, because 1b is outside. Okay, so wait a minute. Yes, 1b is outside the bracket, so we will have plus b. Okay, now students, if you check the next two terms, okay, what you can observe, what is common in these two? Okay, I guess minus c is common. If you take minus c common, okay, so students, sign in the bracket will get changed. Okay, if because you take the minus c common, inside the bracket the sign will be of plus. Okay, so ax, and also it is plus b. You may check if you multiply minus c again inside the bracket, if you multiply minus c with this bracket ax plus b, okay, you will be getting the same thing. Okay, now students, ax plus b is a common factor of this complete equation, okay, and in the next bracket we will have bx minus c is equal to 0. Now students, the equation is factorized, so just equate each factor to 0, okay. So either ax plus b is equal to 0 or bx minus c is equal to 0, okay, because the product of these two brackets are 0 means either this 0 or this 0, okay. So if I simplify this, ax is equal to minus b, or I will be getting the value of x as minus b by a. So students, we are getting the answers in the ABC forms only, okay, as I told you. And here you can check bx will be equal to c, or the value of x is gonna be plus c by b, okay. So students, minus b upon a and c upon b, these two will be the required solutions of this quadratic equation. Clear? So that was the very first question. Let's take more questions. See students, let's take another one. Question number 2. Question number 2. Suppose the question is in this way. A square b square x square, okay, and plus b square x minus a square x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now students, you can easily observe there is a term of x square, then the two terms are of x, so x can be taken easily common. But why we take common? Because we have to factorize now, so we will be directly factorizing, okay, and constant term is there, okay. So let's just take common in these first two terms. What do you think? What is the common thing here? B square x can be taken common, okay. So students, b square x can be taken common out of the first two terms, okay. So inside the bracket we have a square x plus 1. Clear students? Now if you observe carefully, the next two terms are minus a square x minus 1. Now students, you can see here nothing is common. So students, no problem, you can take minus 1 common, okay. Minus 1 can be taken common, so that you will be getting the similar factor as the previous one, a square x plus 1, because if I take minus 1 common, it will change the sign inside the bracket, okay. So this a square x will become positive because I have taken the negative sign outside the bracket, okay, and also this minus 1 will become positive, okay. You may check, if you multiply minus 1 inside the bracket, you will get the above step, okay. So now it's equal to 0, okay. Don't forget to write equal to 0, okay. Some students do factorization but not complete the equation by writing equal to 0, okay. So then your marks will be deducted surely, okay. A square x plus 1 is the complete common factor, okay, and the next bracket will be b square x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now students, it's very simple, you can equate the two brackets to 0 and you will get the values. So either a square x plus 1 is equal to 0 or b square x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now students, from here you will be getting the value of x directly. I am writing minus 1 by a square, or from here you will be getting the value of x plus 1 upon b square, okay students. I hope it's very clear to you, okay. So the required answers are minus 1 upon a square and plus 1 upon b square. These two will satisfy the given quadratic equation, okay. Let's take another one, okay students. These two were very easy, okay. Let's take this one. See, suppose the question comes in this way: 4x square minus 4a square x plus a raised to the power 4 minus b raised to the power 4 is equal to 0. Now students, it's comparatively tough. How? Because if you try to solve it by factorization, okay, as we have to solve this by factorization, okay, we have to take common, okay. Now in the first two terms, if you take common, you will have 4x common, okay. So but you will be not getting the same factor as same factor when you will take common in the next two terms. So students, here you have to think out of box. Okay, what else we can do? Okay, now students, if you solve so many questions, okay, after practicing, you may observe that this is nothing but an identity. Okay, the first three terms of this quadratic equation are forming an identity, but you have to recognize that identity. Okay, see, let me show you which identity is this. See, 4x square can be written in this way, 2x whole square. Just tell me, students, is correct? It can be written in this way, 2x square. Okay, then it's 2 into 2x. Okay, I am writing 4a square in this way. Okay, 2 into 2x. Okay, and a square. No problem, students. Plus this a raised to the power 4 can be written in this way, a square whole square, and minus b raised to the power 4 I am writing in the same way as it is. Okay, now students, you can check that this becomes an identity. It's nothing but a square minus 2ab plus b square. The value of a is I am considering as 2x and the value of b I am considering as a square. Okay, so yes, this is nothing but a complete square. So students, this kind of question you can expect in the standard paper. Okay, so you just need to recognize that identity is applied here. Okay, so can I write it's nothing but the 2x minus a square whole square? You may check. If you expand the bracket, you will be getting the same term as above, but don't forget this b raised to the power 4. B raised to the power 4 can be written in this way, b square whole square. Clear, everyone? Okay, now students, it's nothing but the form of a square minus b square. Okay, you can check if you consider 2x minus a square as complete a and b square as b, so it's nothing but a square minus b square. So yes, we can apply the identity a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b, a minus b. We know this identity, students. Okay, now using this particular identity, see what I am doing. I am writing in this way, 2x minus a square. One time I have to add these two, a plus b. Okay, and in the next bracket I have to subtract these two. So 2x minus a square minus b square is equal to 0. Now students, factorization completed. You can see, you can check. We have the two brackets. Okay. Now by equating each to 0, we can get the required values of x. Okay. So either 2x minus a square plus b square is equal to 0, or 2x minus a square minus b square equal to 0. So students, 2x is equal to, if I transpose in the right hand side, I will have plus a square, then minus b square. Okay, so it's a plus a square minus b square. So the value of x is gonna be a square minus b square upon 2. Or from here you can check 2x is plus a square plus b square. I just transpose the two terms in the right hand side. So the value of x from here will be a square plus b square upon 2. So students, these are the required answers. Okay, it's a very good one. Okay, in which we have to just think out of the box. Okay, yes, we can use the identity also for factorizing. Okay, so students, if you practice enough questions, okay, you will have many questions in your practice sheets. Okay, also we will discuss in live class. Okay, so yes, you may solve these kind of questions then after practicing only. Okay, so let's have the next one. See the fourth one. Okay, in this particular one, we have to simplify this. 12abx square minus, inside the bracket we have 9 times a square minus 8 times b square. okay, multiplied with x minus 6ab is equal to 0. Now you can observe again it's a quadratic equation because there is a term of x square, then the term of x and the constant term is there. Okay, so here no identity is getting applied, so we will be taking common. Okay, so let me just multiply x inside the bracket. So it will become 12abx square minus 9a square x minus minus will become plus. So plus 8b square x minus 6ab is equal to 0. Now students, you may check out of these first two terms which is common. Okay, what is common? See, out of 12 and 9, 3 is common. Okay, a and a square, a is common and b is not there in the second term, and x square and x is common. So what will be the common? It's 3 a x. Okay, so inside the bracket we will have 4 b x. Okay, you may check, if you multiply you will be getting the same term. Okay, minus 3 a only because 3ax is common. Okay, so 4bx minus 3a will be there. Now students, we have to take common out of the next two terms. Okay, so you may check 8 and 6, 2 can be taken common. Okay, in b square and b, b can be taken common, so plus 2b is the complete common thing in these two terms. Okay, so we will have inside the bracket 4 b x minus it's 3 a is equal to 0. You can check the we got the same bracket as in the previous step. Okay, so students, from here we can take this 4bx minus 3a complete common. Okay, this complete bracket is common. Okay, out of the two terms, and we will have 3ax plus 2b. Okay, so yes, factorization is complete. Now for getting the values we have to equate the two factors to 0. So either 4bx minus 3a is equal to 0 or 3ax plus 2b is equal to 0. Okay, so if I simplify this first, so I'll be getting x as 3a by 4b. So the one answer is 3a by 4b, or the next answer is 3ax. If I transpose plus 2b right in the right hand side, I will have minus 2b. So the answer is going to be minus 2b upon 3a. Okay, so the two answers are 3a upon 4b and minus 2b by 3a. Okay. See, now we are taking equations reducible to quadratic. Okay, we will be solving the equations that are reducible in quadratic form. Okay, equations reducible to quadratic form. Okay, so let's start with the very first question. Students, these questions are very important. Okay, see, the question is x minus 1 upon x minus 2, okay, plus x minus 3 upon x minus 4, okay, and it's equal to 3 1 by 3. Okay, it's a mixed fraction. Okay, and here it's also mentioned that x cannot equal plus 2 and plus 4. The values of x must not be plus 2 and plus 4. Now students, why it's mentioned in the question only that x must not equal to plus 2 and plus 4? Obviously you may observe here that if I take the value of x as plus 2, so in the denominator of first fraction 2 minus 2 it will be 0. Okay, and the 0 in the denominator is not accepted in the mathematics. Okay, so yes, x की वैल्यू आप कुछ भी बताओ, +2 और +4 ना बताएं, ठीक है. So yes, let's simplify this. Now students, we have to just simplify. Okay, not a big deal. See, just to simplify, how do we simplify? Let's take the LCM of the two fractions. Okay, so we can take this x minus 2 and x minus 4. The product will be LCM. Okay, so the product of x minus 2 and x minus 4 is LCM. Okay, now x minus 2 is the same term, so x minus 4 is gonna multiply with this x minus 1, so it will become x minus 1 x minus 4 plus here you will have x minus 3 and x minus 2, clear, is equal to 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1 10 upon 3. Now students, you just need to multiply the brackets, so it will be x square, x into minus 4 minus 4x, minus 1 into x minus x, and minus 1 into minus 4 plus 4. Again x into x, it's x square, x into minus 2, it's minus 2x, minus 3 into x minus 3x, and minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. I guess no problem students in multiplying the two brackets. What I am doing, I just multiplied this to this first, then this to this, then this to this, and then this to this, and same I did here, this to this, then this term to this. Okay, no problem I guess. Okay, in multiplication. Now then in the denominator also, wait a second, in the denominator also I have to multiply the two brackets. Okay, so in the denominator I will have x square minus 4x minus 2x and minus 2 minus 4 is plus 8. Okay, is equal to plus 10 by 3. Okay, I just changed the missed fraction into improper fraction. Okay, now students, let's simplify. X square plus x square, it will become 2x square. Okay, it's a minus 4x minus x, means minus 5x, then it is minus 2x minus 7x and minus 3x, totally it's minus 10x. Okay, so 2x square minus 10x, then the constant terms are plus 4 plus 6, that is plus 10. Okay, and in the denominator I have x square minus 4 minus 2 minus 6x plus 8, and it's equal to 10 by 3. Now students, the next step, cross multiplication. Okay, so let's cross multiply these. So 3 is multiplied with this bracket, 2x square minus 10x plus 10. So 3 into 2x square minus 10x plus 10 is equal to 10 times it's x square minus 6x plus 8. Okay, now students, let's multiply inside. So 3 2s are 6x square minus 30x plus 30 is equal to 10x square minus 60x plus 80. Now students, writing all the terms one side only. Okay, I am taking these all terms, 6x square minus 30x plus 30 in the right hand side. So 10x square minus 6x square will become plus 4x square. See students, carefully what I am doing, I am just transposing each term to this side. Okay, so plus 10x square minus 6x square will be 4x square plus. Okay, again this minus 30x when goes in the right hand side, it will become plus 30x, and plus 30x minus 60x, finally you will have minus 30x. Plus 30 when goes in the right hand side, 80 minus 30 you will have plus 50. Okay, now students, because all the terms are in the other side, so in the other side you will have 0 only. Okay, नो प्रॉब्लम. अगर मैंने सारी टर्म्स को राइट हैंड साइड में शिफ्ट कर दिया तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में 0 लिखा, 0 बचा, तो अब उस 0 को मैंने राइट हैंड साइड में लिख के बाकी सारी टर्म्स को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में लिख दिया, तो इससे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज नथिंग बट अ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन इन स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म. कैन यू ऑब्जर्व नाउ द इक्वेशन हैज बिकम क्वाड्रेटिक. ओके, ऑल्सो यू मे चेक हियर स्टूडेंट्स, ईच टर्म कैन बी divided by 2. see 4, 30 and 50, they all are multiple of 2. So we can reduce it one more step. So dividing, you can take 2 common or you can divide by 2 in the both the sides, both gives the same meaning. So सी अगर मैंने 2 कॉमन ले लिया सपोज हर एक टर्म में से, तो क्या बचेगा 2x स्क्वायर माइनस 15x प्लस 25 इज इक्वल टू 0. ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स ये 2 कहाँ जाएगा, ये 0 को प्यारा हो जाएगा, मतलब 0 में डिवाइड हो जाएगा. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स 0/2 0 ही बनेगा. ओके, देयर शुड बी नो कंफ्यूजन. सो यस 0/2 क्योंकि 0 बनेगा तो जो हमारे पास फाइनल इक्वेशन आ जाएगी वो बनेगी 2x स्क्वायर माइनस 15x प्लस 25 इज इक्वल टू 0. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स here we have to think the splitting of this minus 15 so that we get the product plus 2x square into 25 that is plus 50x square. तो माइनस 15 को ऐसे दो नंबरों में ब्रेक करना है कि प्लस का 50 आता हो. You have to split minus 15x in two terms so that you will get plus 50. Now students, because we want the product positive, the two terms of splitting will be of same sign, either they are negative negative or positive positive, but here only negative negative terms are there because we have to split minus 15. तो माइनस 15 को आप ऐसे दो नंबर्स में ब्रेक करो कि प्लस का 50 आ जाए. ओके, तो स्टूडेंट्स आई गेस आप लोगों ने सोच लिया होगा. ठीक है, -10 और -5 ये फैक्टर्स हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, -10 और -5 मिलके बनते हैं -15 और अगर आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे -10 को -5 से तो आपको मिलेगा प्लस का 50. ओके, सो यस -10 -5 विल बी द स्प्लिटिंग. सो यस it will be 2x square minus 10x minus 5x plus 25 is equal to 0. Now let's take common. So 2x is common, so inside the bracket we will have x minus 5. Here minus 5 is common, so again inside the bracket we will have x minus 5. Okay, sign has been changed, so x minus 5 is complete common, and in the next bracket I will have 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. So students, either this 0 or this 0, so either x minus 5 0 or 2x minus 5 0. So I'll be getting the two answers as x is either 5 or it's plus 5/2. Okay students, so the two answers of this particular quadratic equations are 5 and 5/2. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, क्लियर? आई होप इसमें किसी को भी कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए. सेम क्वेश्चन स्टूडेंट्स आपके लिए दिया जा रहा है. यू हैव टू सॉल्व दिस एंड सेंड मी द सॉल्यूशन. ओके, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इट्स फॉर यू, द सेकेंड वन. ओके, द सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन इज देयर. x plus 1 upon x minus 1, then it's x minus 2 upon x plus 2, and it's equal to 3. Obviously students, x cannot equal plus 1 and minus 2 because these two values will make the equation indeterminate. मतलब x की वैल्यू अगर प्लस 1 हो गई तो 1 minus 1 0, मतलब इनडिफाइंड टर्म्स आने लग जाएगी. ठीक है, तो x की वैल्यू 1 और -2 नहीं होनी चाहिए, बाकी आप कोई भी वैल्यूज x की मतलब उसके बाद आप x की वैल्यूज जो है वो सॉल्व करके निकालेंगे. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो ये हुआ आपका होमवर्क. लेट मी टेक वन मोर, द थर्ड वन. ओके, इन द थर्ड पार्ट वी हैव 2x अपॉन x minus 3 प्लस 1 अपॉन 2x plus 3. Okay, and then it is 3x minus 9 upon 3x plus 9 3x plus 9 upon x minus 3 2x plus 3. Okay, 2x plus 3 and is equal to 0. Okay, so students, we have to solve this equation. If you take LCM of denominators, okay, now students, you may observe x minus 3 2x plus 3. Okay, these are two distinct terms, so the common will be the product of these, and in the next fraction the denominator is the same. Okay, so yes, the complete common out of these three denominators will be x minus 3, 2x plus 3. Okay, this is common. Now x minus 3, least common I should say. 2x plus 3 is gonna multiply with this 2x. So yes, 2x is gonna multiply with 2x plus 3. Okay, and 1 is gonna multiply with this x minus 3 because 2x plus 3 can be cancelled out. And here I will have 3x plus 9 because it's multiplied with 1 only is equal to 0. Now students, you may observe this x minus 3, 2x plus 3. Okay, when I cross multiplied this with 0, okay, it will be 0. 0 से जो टकराएगा वो तो खुद 0 हो जाएगा. ओके, सो यस, आप ऐसे भी समझ सकते हैं कि मैंने दोनों साइड्स इस इक्वेशन के दोनों साइड्स मैंने x माइनस 3, 2x प्लस 3 इस कंप्लीट टर्म से ही मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. तो ठीक है, अब हमारे पास केवल न्यूमरेटर है सॉल्व करने के लिए, डिनोमिनेटर वैनिश हो चुका है. ओके, सो यस, आफ्टर क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाइंग this x minus 3, 2x plus 3 is went to 0. Okay, and 2x is gonna multiply with this 2x plus 3. So it is 4x square plus 6x. See students, this 3x plus x I can add. It will be okay, we will be adding in the next step. Okay, I just multiplied the 2x with 2x plus 3. Okay, and this x minus 3, 2x plus 3 is now multiplied with 0. Okay, I just cross multiplied. Okay, so the final equation I will have is 4x square 6 plus 1, 7, 7 plus 3, it's 10x. Okay, and minus 3 plus 9, it will be plus 6 is equal to 0. Now students, you can check again, 2 can be taken common and it will be again shifted to denominator of 0. So yes, we will have 2x square plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. You can understand in this way, just I just divided both sides of the equation by 2. Okay, so students, now we have the standard form quadratic equation. Okay, now we have to just split the plus 5x so that we will be getting the product as plus 6. Okay, so it's very simple, I guess. 3 and 2 are the splitting. So yes, let me just write the final answer. It's 2x plus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now students, out of first two brackets I will be taking 2x common, so I will be taking x plus 1. Okay, and it's plus 3, x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now x plus 1 is complete common factor. 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now factorization is done by middle term splitting. Now the required answers are x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 3 by 2. But students, listen carefully. In the starting only it is mentioned, okay, I didn't write, though it's mentioned in the question, that x cannot equal to plus 3 and also it cannot equal to minus 3 by 2. Now why it's not minus 3 by 2? Students, you may check. If I use the value of x as minus 3 by 2, okay, what problem is there? The problem is this, I will be getting 0 in the denominator. So students, इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है आपको. X cannot equal to minus 3 by 2. So you have to mention here that the value of x must not minus 3 by 2. So the required answer will be x is equal to minus 1 only. Okay, so students, I will be writing the x is equal to minus 1 is going to be the only solution, okay, of this complete equation. Clear students? I hope no problem in this. Okay, why x is equal to minus 3 by 2 is not solution? Because it will change the given equation, okay, into the indeterminate form, because division by 0 is indeterminate in mathematics. Okay, So I hope there should be no confusion up to here. Okay. Now in the next lecture we will be focusing on the completing square method. Okay, we will derive the quadratic formula. The next class is going to be very important, students, because those students who are finding difficulty in middle term splitting. Okay, so we will be having a formula known as quadratic formula or Sridhara Acharya formula. Okay, the formula will be used for solving any quadratic equation. Okay, any quadratic equation. Also, after that quadratic formula, okay, we will be discussing the nature of roots. Okay, what kind of solutions, okay, what kind of roots of a quadratic equation can have, and how we can discriminate that roots. Okay, so students, we will be studying in the next lecture. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye bye.